Oh yeah, for a bit of context before the rest of it happens, there's a little bit of context that needs to be given. For one, this is obviously a prequel to the Pre Cliffordnam, hence the title, the Pre Cliffordnam. So yeah, this is a bit of what the Cliffords are like before the Cliffordnam. So yeah, the estimated time with this would be some point before, at some point before the Cliffordnam and some point before Clifford's grandfather dies. So, I assume you guys called me here? Yes. Yes, Reginald. You have been called upon by the royal Clifford bloodline. The bloodline of Toro. For Toro has called you here. The first of our species. What does Toro want now? We're already stuck on this planet full of whatever we call this species. What was it again? Was it like Mickeys or something that we've been calling them? Yes. Whatever. This planet is not... But as I've been saying for the last while, this planet's not enough for both us and this other intelligent species to both thrive on. One of us is going to need to move. And what would your suggestion be, Reginald? Reginald, not Reginald, because that's my name. Toro, our lord, the first of our species. I might have just found a little way for us to be able to move off this planet. And that would be... It's someplace that I've been working for. And that would be... them. I found an organization on this planet. I managed to call in an organization to come help us. An organization. So, I assume you two are from this organization that Reginald's talking about. So why not introduce yourselves? You must be Toro, the first of the first Clifford. Am I correct? Yes. So who are you two? Me and her are some of the top elite members of an organization that you can refer to as Star Galaxon. Me and her are both some of her top minions. We were sent here by Nora Galaxon, the founder of our organization, to find some sort of special intelligent species that could assist us in a particular matter. And that would be... Well, you see, Toro, if you guys agree to help us, We will give you an entire dimension for your own species. What could possibly be that important enough to where you guys would need someone like us? Like our assistants? To keep this a long story short, the owner of this dimension, who our organization is trying to, let's put it, eliminate, has been causing a bit of problems for us, and we need this problem removed immediately and without questions. Can we at least ask who would we be fighting against? You guys would be fighting against my brother, Vizar. Or as he would call himself, Saint Vizar. You see, let's just put it this way. Vizar's predecessor, we've been trying to locate Vizar's predecessor for at least a few years now, as Vizar's predecessor has also been causing a bit of issues in the cosmos, such as what? Kidnapping, mass kidnapping, extinctions of species. I assume you can get the gist. Mass extinction of species? Mass kidnappings? What such type of person would do that? Not someone who you guys should be worried about. You guys should only be worried about Vizar. Or in other words, my brother. So I assume you Cliffords will help? Yes, we will. We will gladly help your organization deal with this issue. And hopefully, you guys stick to the bargain of us getting that dimension. We will. But wait. How do we even get there? How do we go from one dimension to another? How could it be done? Well, you're such the type to ask questions, Toro. Yeah, the questions I'm asking are necessary. They're important questions to ask. Well, due to we already knew you guys were going to accept, we already have a ship for you for all of this, for however amount of your species there is. And that would be, we call it the Cliffords. A specialized warship for your species. Well, there's no use denying this. Cliffords, looks like we're going dimension hopping today. We're going to a different dimension, and we'll finally be able to get off this planet. Reginald, you're a genius. Come on, Cliffords. Meanwhile, in the dimension in question, so, Markley. Vizar! What? What is going on, my minion or slave? What exactly is going on that is important enough for you to interrupt what I was doing? Vizar, it's very important. And that would be... Vizar, it's the Star Organization. They sent an entire species after you. I always wanted to eradicate an entire species after I've watched my predecessor do it so many times, effortlessly. This might be a cause of celebration, gentlemen. We might finally get to eradicate an entire species. Yay! But I have one thing to ask, slave. And that would be, Vizar, tell me, is our chemical expert aware of what's about to happen? No, not yet. You're gonna go tell our chemical expert, slave. Tell him we have there's an entire species that's about to go after us and try to destroy our very glory. Failure to do that will result in your execution. Am I clear? Yes, Vizar. Good. Well, I knew you would be hiding on your favorite planet, Vizar. Oh, what is this? Hello. What have they actually done to you? What have they done to you, Cecilis? Whatever happened to you, sister? That is not important. What is what you've been doing. And that would be taking over an entire dimension? Quite frankly, I wonder how you were able to do this. This mockery. This tomfoolery. Especially considering your power, your own powers. Power? You think I'm doing this just for power? You must really underestimate me on this occasion, Cecilis. You really think I'm just doing this for power? In that case, you would have made an entire fatal error. A fatal error in your mind, whatever part of your mind there is left after our father did that little incident of his just recently. Are you really not taking this seriously? Why would I? I know I'm going to win. Oh yeah. I think you want to hear this, Cecilus. Our father has replaced us with a new child. Our father's replaced the both of us with a new child. Is this just a manipulation tactic? No, it's not. It is in every way intended true. You're saying he just replaced us? Like that? Why, yes, Cecilus. We were both replaced by this child that he's been referring to as Orinthia. Oh, I wonder who her real parents are. Her bloodline. But that doesn't really matter to me. Not anymore. As I have interests of my own. Like staying here. And not being found by the public. Like what our father's doomed to be soon. Found in the public and seen as a actual disgrace. And people will see him as the real disgrace that he is. Such filth. Hell, I just heard about an entire group of Killy Willies just attacking some random planets. Wonder what they could be going after. But I don't care. As long as none of them come knocking on my front door. Or miraculously on my planet. And you know what my planet is. Planet Vizar. Yeah, I know. You named your planet after yourself. That I did. And you're standing on it. So tell me, Cecilus. Are you just here to say, our organization sent an entire species on to fight you in a war? I never thought the Star Organization was such an organization that would cause war. That would cause a war. I thought they were just an organization just to search the stars, but I guess that category I'm wrong. But anyways, I suggest you leave now. Because I will not hesitate in killing off a member of my own bloodline. Yeah, whatever. Meanwhile, with the chemicalist. Alright. Experiment 38B and Experiment 4A. How dare you be a failure of what you're supposed to be! Sorry, Master. But this one really sounds annoyingly stupid. Hi! Yeah, sorry. I guess I forgot to, Did you really forget what you were about to say? Yes. Oh my god. Chemicalist! Could you at least call me by my name? No. Because we're in a hurry. And that would be... The Star Organization has sent an entire species after us to shut down our operations. Well, that obviously is a bad thing. What do you impose we do? You're the second in command within our little platoon. I don't know. It might only be a matter of time before they land on certain planets. Like what? Planet Vizar, our home. Or any planet in this entire dimension. Oh. Oh. Luckily for us, I've been experimenting. I've been doing some other experiments. Shut up. Fun. A while later. What's that? This is the box I found in our neighboring planet. On our planetary neighbor. Planet Cristella. And what is this? What's even in that box? This is the box of Saint Michael, the angel of prosperity. I assume you would have heard of him before. Some point, maybe. I really don't care. Just do whatever you need to do to summon him. Because we really need our strong forces in this before they arrive. I know. What's it doing? Why is it glowing? He must be awakening. So that's the angel of prosperity? Michael? Yes. Though to modern times we call him Saint Michael. One of Zoron's direct archangels. Look here. Why did you awaken me? Saint Michael, we need you to help us deal with a species that's about to try to take over this entire dimension. And that species would be the Cliffords. Well, I always wanted to meet this species since they've seemingly become very smart in their short little time of existing in timeline anomaly. Wait, that's what this timeline's called? Well, yes. But I'll go see to it now. A while later. We finally stormed the castle. Where is this bum? Wait a minute, Reginald. We don't want to already lose before it even starts. In that case, You know you're already going to lose. You just had to make some sort of special entrance as if you're special. Oh, I am special. But enough of this entrance nonsense. So you're the species that the Star Organization sent to fight me. Well, this'll be... Well, I can't wait to just annihilate your entire species. For all I see is worthless scum. We're gonna make you regret saying that, Vizar. Who cares? You know you're going to lose. And you're not getting my dimension. A big ass fight later. Or miraculously, just that. Alright, Vizar. Your crimes end here. Oh. Have you guys forgotten about who? I would say but I sense that Cecilus is here. That does not excuse your actions. Well, in that case... Toro, no! Reginald! Use it! Now! Use our emergency tactic now! Do we bring it with us? Yes. Good. I'm not going to really have to do this. Well, I'm really not going to like to have to do this now, but rather this than more bloodshed. What was the chant again? Hubby bubby ba. Ew. He, she, saw, see, saw. What? Hello, Vizar. What's this? Surprised, Vizar? You did not. Yes, I did. No. No! I thought I eradicated your species! Ha! Ha! That part you would be wrong, Vizar. That part you would be very wrong, Vizar. No! Tell me, what are you going to do against me? You really want to know? No. This person in front of us has done mass crimes, mass murder, and has managed to take over an entire dimension. This is not the way. This is not the way of the Star Organization. Well, sorry, old man. In case you just forgot, didn't you miss the birth of your grandson? Or grandchildren? Or, yeah, the birth of your grandson? We have to take certain priorities. And this is the priority I have to take over witnessing the birth of my grandson. But I at least knew what his name was going to be before in case if all of us die from this. Terrathon. In the name of the Star Organization, you are under arrest, Vizar. Arresting me? Ha. With what? Not that. Yeah, you guys have to imagine with your mind what it really is that we're holding. And that would be the only way we even know how to stop you. A power vessel which contains a piece of the power of the Grand Annihilator. But I think you already recognize what this is. Considering your predecessor. Considering who your predecessor is. The person who were their successor. Har har. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Seems like it worked. Those power vessels really do work. Toro! Reginald. Yes. Reginald. I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to make it through this. I don't think I'm going to make it through this. Reginald. But Reginald, I have a favor to ask of you, Reginald. And that is, old friend, I want you to create a new Clifford government. Not one of a monarchy, but something more. Based on what I saw today, our species will not thrive if we're a monarchy. If we were still to be a monarchy, it will bring our species to extinction. Just like it's done to so many others. I understand, old friend. Just make sure that our species doesn't fall to corruption and mass extinction. Yes, old friend. Seems like we won. We did, but it came at a great cost. Our leader is dead. The leader of the Cliffords is dead. The royal Clifford bloodline potentially gone. So, what will you do now, Reginald? We're still taking that dimension. We're still taking this dimension. So tell me, how did you guys even find any way of getting into this dimension? Back and forth from our dimension to this. From our dimension to this dimension. Certain ships have technologies to reach to other dimensions. And the Clifford Sis is one of them. Good. So what will you do now? I need to think this one over. I need to at least mourn the loss of my friend first. And that was how the Clifford Council was created. After the death of Toro the First Clifford, Reginald would later on create the Clifford Council. And you know the rest of what happened to Reginald. He died. He would later die by the hands of Memphis, or as they thought who it was at the time, this person called Ludo, who was really Memphis in reality. And that would lead into the subsequent events of the Cliffordnam. Many years in the future, also aka known as present day. Well, not present day to this movie, but years in the future. Many years in the future. Isn't there anything good going on with the gods for once? Or is it just chaos as it always is? Well, isn't it the angel of prosperity, Saint Michael? Yeah, and who are you? Oh, you forgot who I am. I am Rose Sonic. Or as you can call me, privately away from him, Papa Mythelios. No, that's not possible. That's not possible. So, we heard about your defeat all those years ago. You trying to fight against an organization that I knew of. What exactly are you plotting to do? Well, I have a little proposal to make. Wanna be what can I say except wanna be friends? Well, everyone, we all hope you enjoyed this movie, which is a prequel to the Cliffordnam. And yeah, all I can really say is be sure to like, subscribe, put on all notifications so you won't miss an episode, a movie, a live stream, a YouTube short, or anything like that that ever is made on this channel. And yeah, just wanted to say that, and yeah, bye.